Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you a UU tier Pokemon Showdown battle. And basically my new team here is 5 really offensive threats, and then I got a specially defensive Empoleon to set up Stealth Rocks basically, and then counter some stuff like Lagger with Ice Beam. And then for the rest of my team, I've got 3 choice pokes. I've got a Scarfed Specialist Elf, Specs Chandelure, because incredible power, and then a Banded No Guard Machamp, because I wanted to really try out Machamp. Then Life Orb, Technician, Ambipom, and Subcalm Mind Raikou. Now, looking at his team, there are definitely some threats on his team. Like my team, there are a ton of threats, and well, I just need to figure out what each of these guys run. Because right now, all I can really tell is probably a defensive Swampert and maybe a banded Rhyperior. I mean, still, I really have no idea. So let's see how this battle goes. So I started with my Empoleon just to get the rocks up, and he starts out with his Ambipom. And I know they tend to carry like Fake Out and Low Sweep and all that, but I'm pretty sure Empoleon's bulky enough to take it and doesn't have a spinner, so I'd like to get my rocks up. So I do take a lot of damage, but I do get my rocks up for the entire game, so I feel like it was worth it. Now here's where I see I'm kind of fearing a payback because that's what mine runs, but it turns out my Chandelure basically walls this Ambipom entirely. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast because Specs Fire Blast is going to do a ton. Like, Kingdra quad resists that, and it almost does half, so that's pretty crazy. Now I bring in Empoleon, I can easily wall that Kingdra, and basically the Ambipom's going to come in, and I'm just going to save my Empoleon as death fodder for a little bit later. So I bring in my Chandelure, and he reveals the acrobatics here, and he unfortunately gets a crit, because that does a ton of damage, and yeah, I'm going to have to sec my Chandelure here. I don't want anything to take a Shadow Ball, because that thing is so strong. So now, I do seize a Life Orb set, and I'm a little worried that Azelf can't take out the Chandelure because it has failed a couple times from that range, but luckily I do take it out, and now the Shaman comes in. I just wanted to see how much the Psychic does, and I have seen this a lot lately. I've seen specially defensive Shaman with sub Leech Seed and just stalls you out. And yeah, it's interesting, it works for sure. So that is exactly what the situation is here. I'm going to have trouble taking it down. So we're bringing Empoleon with whole walling, it's going to be a bit of a stall. But here was a big part of the game. I go for the Toxic on the Swampert, and it turns out we are at a speed tie because I outsped him the turn before, but now he kills me off with the Earthquake. And I could have got a Torrented, Boosted, Stab Scald off on that Swampert, and that would have done a ton. So, now that my Empoleon's gone, that Swampert's still alive, and that's a problem, and you'll see why later. So the Rhyperior comes in here. I go for the low sweep because it's the best I can do. I don't want to waste time with Life Orb Recoil from a resisted Fake Out. So I go for the low sweep twice, and he actually went for the Rock Polish the turn before, so a good thing I got that low sweep off. So the Rhyperior is at a low amount of health where I can just revenge it with his Elf, but my Ambipom does go down, unfortunately. So now my Zelf's in here, and the toxic damage is definitely crucial. He brings in Shaman, and I'm a little worried that Psychic is just not going to be able to do enough. So the Shaman is in here, able to just Leech Seed stall, and plus the toxic. And now I bring in his Elf again, because I do have the Fire Blast, and I just want to get a lot of damage on the Shaman, which unfortunately takes it very nicely, and I have just enough health to die from that toxic, which is also really unfortunate. But yeah, I bring in Machamp here. I'm really bulky. I can take any hit, so I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch, easily take out the Shaman, but he goes for the Draco here with his Kingdra, and I thought I could take it so much better, but that must be Specs Kingdra, because I live with 10%, which is unfortunate because I'm at a range where he can definitely kill me off, and I am slower as I'm invested in HP and attack. Now here's the situation. I do have Substitute, so all I have to do is stall out the Swampert as much as possible to get it as low as possible because of the Toxic. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Leftovers is going to give me just enough HP to have one more sub than I originally was able to. So I am going to go down again, and as you can see, his health is going down a lot. And the only thing that I can hit him with, though, is the HP Ice. So after this turn, will the HP Ice be able to take him out? Let's see. I go for it. Oh, he lives. Insane. Probably because I don't have any special attack investment. But yeah, he wins with the extremely narrow 1-0 victory. So that was an awesome battle, Zach. So guys, thank you for watching as always. I hope you're alright with this second loss in a row, because honestly, I only want to upload good battles. And well, if it's a loss, it's a loss, and you guys are supposed to learn from this. That's the goal of this. It's not to show that I win every time, because I don't, and certainly no one else does. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. It's a great battle for sure. Definitely the best battle I had all day. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.